The Runnemede Board of Education meeting is called to order. The Board of Education is in compliance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975 entitled the Open Public Meetings Act. The time, date, and location of this meeting was appropriately advertised by notifying in retrospect as well as posting notices in the Borough Hall, Runnemede Post Office, Maryvold School, Aligned Bingham School, Grace Downing School, and the Runnemede Public School District website. Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mrs. Derrick?
Here.
Ms. Stevie? Ms. Davidson?
Here.
Ms. Farrell?
Here.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Here.
Ms. Panzarello?
Here.
Ms. Sams?
Here.
Ms. Spalding?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Also present, Mark Iannucci, Superintendent, Dr. Sean McCarron, Business Administrator, Director of Curriculum Instruction, Ms. Jade Yazzie, Principal, Bingham and Downey Schools, Mr. Steve Peely, Principal, Volt School, and Mr. Maloney, sorry I didn't say it right, Mr. Steve Maloney, Vice Principal, Volt School, Ms. Gladys Hubbard, Director of Special Education, and Mr. Frank Hines, Supervisor of Building and Grounds. At this time, I need a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes on March 15th.
I'll make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes for March 15th.
Thank you, Maria. Second by Patty. Any questions on the minutes? Roll call.
Mrs. Derrick?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Ms. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarello?
Yes.
Ms. Sams?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Oh, sorry, I'm handing you this as you're getting ready for your, sorry. So at this time, we are ready for our public hearing on the budget that was approved by the county, yes?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, everyone, so as in past years, the presentation that you received in March is the same exact presentation that was received in April, as there were no major changes to the budget for the 23-24 school year. So please stop me at any point if you do have any questions. Points of interest, health insurance, there's a 9% increase in 23-24 from the 22-23 school year. In regards to salaries, we are increasing by 2 teachers. As you know, we are moving more inclusion at Downing as well for the 23-24 school year. We are adding 1 school counselor position, so we will have 3 school counselors across the district. We are also adding, due to our increased numbers of ESL students, a district-wide ESL teacher position that will go between all 3 buildings. In regards to facility upgrades, we have flooring projects taking place in all 3 buildings. We have bathrooms being updated. We also have some piping issues at some of the schools that need to be fixed that we've been keeping them going up to this point, but we want to actually remedy the problem. Of course, updated security with cameras and just updating our systems, which is an annual thing that we work on. We'll continue doing HVAC upgrades throughout the district. We have paving projects going on at 2 of our buildings in terms of asphalt, and then building repairs. The other thing we have going on that I'll list right here is we will be doing a minor roofing project over at Bingham to fix the one roof on the one side of the building. In terms of funding, equalization aid, we received an additional $678,000. All other areas remain unchanged. We do have additional PEA funding, which is our preschool education aid, for 2 classrooms. And then in terms of revenue generating or savings areas, we have food service, before and after care, and also transportation. For the 23-24 school year, there's a 2% tax increase in the tax levy, which brings our tax levy to $7,807,323. 2% represents a $153,000 increase. In 22-23, there was a 1.5% increase, leaving us 3.5% in bank cap. 21-22, a 0%. In 2021, a 1%. In 2019-2020, a 2%. Remember, bank cap is good for 3 years. So if you don't take money within a certain year, that money carries over. And then as a district, if we need that funding, we're able to take the 2% plus the money that we did not take in the prior 3 years, which is considered bank cap. If we don't use that bank cap funding, that money goes away. In 22-23, the rate is 1.5% at the average home cost of $148,744 in Runnemede, which means that a taxpayer in an average home pays $2,247.52 per year in school taxes. In 23-24, the rate was 1.5377% at the average home cost of $148,744, which means that taxpayer pays $2,287.24 per school year in taxes. So based on the average home cost of $148,744, there's an increase in school tax of $39.72 per year, which would be $3.31 per month. Based on $100,000, that is $26.70 increase for the year. 23-24 facilities projects, we're taking $1,025,000 out of capital reserves. Every year when we talk about our audit, there's excess surplus, and that's always been a topic of conversation. When there's excess surplus, what we end up doing with that excess surplus is in the month of June, the school board approves for us to be able to move money into capital reserves and maintenance reserves. That is the only time you're able to do that. In order for us to keep our facilities updated, we have to take money out of capital reserves during budget time. You are not able to take money out of capital reserves at any other point of the year. I'm taking out $1,025,000. Let's say I only spent $800,000. The additional $225,000 gets returned at June 30th back into capital reserves. But if I don't take out that money now, I cannot take that money out later, which means when we do projects, if an issue comes up where there's a problem, I need to be ready for those issues to be addressed. This year, we're spending about $220,000 on flooring, $255,000 on bathroom upgrades and remodels, $115,000 on HVAC. A big focus is going to be on the Downing all-purpose room, $80,000 on asphalt projects, $50,000 on building upgrades, $80,000 across the district on cameras and security, and then $225,000 on roofing. 2013 to present, highlighter of the things that are being added for this upcoming year. It's my favorite slide. President Spalding always speaks to. And then any questions or comments? You will be approving the budget in the upcoming vote.
Does anyone in the public have any questions or comments for Dr. McCarron or Mr. Aguchi on this budget? No? So, Dr. McCarron, so what do you need me to do right now? You need me to make a motion here?
Yes, I apologize. We're going to do a motion.
Okay, so a motion for C, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if there's no public comment and nobody here has any questions, like I said, like Dr. McCarron said, it's the same as last month. I need a motion to approve the 23-24 budget.
I'll make a motion to approve the 23-24. Second?
Motion made by Patty, second by Naomi. I already asked if there's any questions. If not, roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Ms. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Sams?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
There's no correspondent at this time. Does anybody in the public have any comments or questions on on agenda items? Any questions on the agenda? Okay. Mr. Anucci,
Thank you very much. I will not take much of your time. Good evening, everyone. Student enrollment is the same from last month, still the same. So it's always a good thing. Correspondence has, for any of your activities, has been going out on a daily, not weekly basis. All three buildings.
It's on the website also.
We'll give you a special invitation. Summer program is also available. Some of those things are filling up. Interest is there, so we're excited about that. This fall summer program will be, same similar to the last year, kind of back to normal, with no restrictions or anything like that. So that's also a good thing.
Pricing did not change.
Yes, building principals are conducting interviews for some of the things Dr. McCarron was talking about. We don't have anybody currently set for tonight's meeting. We'll hope to have all those people set for the May meeting, which is May 17th, for the new hires that we will have. With kind of those solidified position already for some months. NJSLA testing dates, they are posted on the website, but I just kind of cut and pasted for you there. The elementary schools are the week of the 15th, right? And then grade 6 to 8 will be the 22nd, makeups of the following each school. All teachers have been trained, as they say, that with each year, as well as counselors and building administrators. That's something that the state. The 2022-23 calendar, we're going to make an adjustment to that this evening. We are going to recognize the federal holiday for Juneteenth, which is June 19th, rather than that Friday before. Teachers, you agree to that, thank you.
Do you want to pass them on to some of the districts?
I will do my best. Appreciate their agreement for that. So we're going to wrap things up on Friday this year. I'm not going to go back to Monday, and also get things started. No, that Frank Hines, this is the second that last person leaves, student or staff day, they start working in the park, so it gives them an extra half a day or so. So you see how he's smiling back there? Let's take a picture of that. So that's, we'll have that come up for approval later. Dr. McCarron and his staff, as I told you last meeting, they put a lot of effort into creating the budget. He loves getting his emails back from corrections that McCarron gives him the name. He does it with a smile on his face. He usually gets those emails after 6 or 7 o'clock at night, so it's our text with back and forth. We wrap it up by later that evening. So it's always a good thing. And also, last thing, we finally received the memorandum of agreement, which is one of the things we have to have from the prosecutor's office, so they are on file in the Board of Education office. Upcoming events. Ms. Yazzie, Science Fair on Friday.
I've already started.
Science Fair on Friday. Science Fair on Friday. I'm sure they'll have dozens of pictures posted for that. Everything went down, so they're excited. Concert, May 4th at 7 p.m. at Triton. If you can attend, that'd be great. And then graduation, June 14th, 7 o'clock. Ms. Yazzie, I forgot, art show.
Yeah, like I said, there's so many things coming on the next 6 weeks.
I will blast those art show dates.
He
I just
also
found
forgot
these on the
the, he also forgot the basket auction, Sam, that,
PTA
helps us pay our
I can't
field
steal
trips.
her report. I can't steal her report. I thought there was the bicycle assembly. I thought they were going to volunteer to get jumped over. Mr. Maloney outside. I don't know what was going on there. Mr. Crashwell, I stood watching.
Christine gave us really a heart attack thinking it was the day before, so.
Yeah, that's good. And that's all I have for you guys. So, do you have any questions?
Any questions for Mr. Iannucci?
Email me. Appreciate it.
All right, Dr. McCarron.
For the business office, 23-24 budget, of course, has been occupying a lot of time. We're currently in the process of solidifying all the quotes you're going to see on this agenda under finance. You have a number of approvals that you will be giving because of all the contracts that come in. So over the next 2 months, we get every contract in place, signed, and processed, so that way we're good to go into July 1. Also, a lot of submissions have been taking place with don't forget, every grant that we get from the state seems great, but there's then 5 other reports that come behind it. So of course, we're in the process of submitting all of those performance reports and making sure that the federal government gets all the information that they're looking for. For curriculum, we are finalizing observations. We are in full swing with testing. Access testing for our ESL students is just finished up. We are finalizing NJSLA information, and then our DLN testing, which is dynamic learning maps, is given to our students who are unable to take the NJSLA. All of that has to be done within the next 4 weeks. So we are in the process of finalizing all that. We are applying for a mental health grant. It's a 5-year grant through the Department of Education. You are approving submission of that grant. It does not guarantee that the state gets it. However, the funding would be extremely beneficial to the district and provide us with a ton of opportunities to continue the work that we were doing with the ARP ESSER one-time funding in terms of supporting students, staff in that process. And that is all I have.
Thank you. Any questions for Dr. McCarron? How about on the principals, nurses, building grounds, or special education report? Any questions? No? All right. Sam, you want to tell us, busy time for you?
Sure, yeah, super
TI
fun.
report?
So we have, I'm trying to think. So book fair is going to end up being the same week as testing this year, but the secretaries were able to figure out a schedule so that everyone is able to go to the book fair and it does not interfere with testing.
Is that still BOGO?
Yes, it is still BOGO. It's been a little pain in the butt, but we're still doing it.
Yeah, it's been like that for quite a few years now.
But we're still doing it. Basket auctions, May 19th. Those flyers are going to go home next week. We're going to start ticket sales next week. Flyers should go home, I believe, Tuesday. And we're going to sell tickets pre-sale. If we hit limit, we are going to cut off, and we won't sell tickets at the door, but we will make an announcement if that happens. Just because we had so many people last year, so we're anticipating it's going to be the same this year.
Great, and that's on the 19th, you said?
Yes, Friday, May 19th, doors open at 6, and we're going to start at 7:30.
Okay, if you want to collaborate with your executive committee and let me know
Okay.
something that the Board of Education, like a big ticket item that we could, like we've done in the past, different
Yeah.
things, we all combine, do a grill or something like that.
We have our meeting next Wednesday.
All right, just let me know.
All right, I'm good. That's all I have.
Thank you.
Fun.
Any other board reports at this time?
I was asked to be on the legislative committee for Camden County, to represent Camden County, so I will be attending the WebEx meeting on May 4th, May 6th date at 9 a.m. I just love WebEx. I've learned to use it, so I
Well, that's a plus. There you go.
I've learned a lot of new technology through NJSBA, so I'm going to be attending that, and then I'll have a report for the next
Awesome,
meeting.
thank you. Thank you for representing us. Anything else?
There's a New Jersey School Board's activity list going around to all board members.
Yeah, Barbie, did you see
Just to
that?
sign off.
It's on its way back? Okay, it's on its way back. There you go. And please don't ask us where we want to stay, because you know where we want to stay. Thank you. All right. Any other unfinished business? All right, new business. Property transportation, I need a motion to approve items numbers 1 through 6, please.
I'll make a motion to approve items 1 through 6 on property transportation.
Second?
Motion made by Patty, second by Naomi. Any questions? Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Ms. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Sams?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
I want to thank you, Mr. Peely, for helping out my peeps over at Triton and get this situated. We appreciate you. Under personnel, I need a motion to approve items numbers 1 through 8.
I'll make a motion to approve items 1 through 8.
Motion made by Maria. Sorry, second by Barbie. Any questions? Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Ms. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Sams?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Under finance, this is an all one. This is where we're doing everything for next year. Need a motion to approve items numbers 1 through 60, 59 and 60 were added. That's what Dr. McCarron was telling me about.
I'll make a motion to approve financial.
Motion made by Patty, second by Heather. Any questions there? Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Ms. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Samms?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Curriculum, I need a motion from 1 to 11, please.
I'll make a motion for items 1 through 11.
Motion made by Maria,
Second?
second by Naomi. Questions? Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Ms. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Samms?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Policy and Public Relations, items numbers 1 through 4.
I'll make a motion for items 1 through 4.
Motion made by Maria,
Second?
seconded by Naomi. Roll call.
Mrs. Dare?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson?
Yes.
Ms. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
Ms. O'Brien?
Yes.
Ms. Panzarella?
Yes.
Ms. Samms?
Yes.
Ms. Spalding?
Yes.
Motion passes.
At this time, is there any public comment?
I have a couple things saying out there. Ms. Farrell's going to be taking over for me on the Camden County
Yep.
Education Services. I should have brought that up earlier.
Thank you, Heather.
Yeah, so I'll get with you for the meeting coming up. I'll let you know what's going on. On Friday, the 12th of May, the Runnemede Chamber of Commerce is having a food truck festival outside the Harry Williams Building. From 5 to 9, there's going to be food trucks, live bands, vendors, and some local breweries will be there. So we partnered up with Hag Heights, the people who do sipping on station. So I just want to put that out there. And also, more importantly, I'd like to say congratulations to our president, who was named Educator of the Year for her district.
Thanks, Val. Just have some twisted tea. All right, no executive session. Meeting date will be here, right, again, on the 17th, which is a Wednesday, 6:30. Anything else for the good of order? We good? All right, I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made by Patty.
Second?
Seconded by Naomi. All in favor? Ayes have it. Adjourned.
Good night, thank you. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming, everybody.